Hey, just wanted to say, no hard feelings. All right?
It's okay, I get it.
Thank God. If it's any consolation, I'm glad you made it. I lost my real family when Coulter and his gangs took this place from us. Now, these traitors are all I have left. They're my family now. Every time Coulter sent me out to lure people into the gauntlet, I didn't have a choice. I had to do it, or he'd kill someone I cared about. I'm just sorry you had to get caught up in all this.
It's all right, Harvey. I understand.
Good to hear, boss. Never figured I'd find myself in this situation before. I thought for sure I'd be a goner. Well, better get back to it.
I heard you were looking for me.
You heard the alarm, right? That means someone's in the gauntlet. Looks like a real tough one, too. What happens next is up to you. You can take him on yourself in the arena, or I can make sure our little rat never gets out of the maze.
There's not gonna be a fight. Set them free.
Damn, really? Well, you're the boss. Won't pretend I'm not disappointed, though.
You're moving way too slow unless you lighten your load.
You're the new overboss, right? You sure made an example out of Coulter.
And you are?
Impressed. I've never seen anyone survive in cola cars for more than a minute. Of course, you did have a little help. Gage was the one that clued you in. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me. I think Coulter got exactly what he deserved.
It's not like I had a choice.
I don't care why it happened. I'm just glad that it did. With Coulter running now that you're here. Speaking of which, I'm hoping you're here to spend a little bit of your own at the Nuka Cave.
Sure, why not? This place looks like fun.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? Yeah, I'm the only one that can take them apart and all the cute little...
Prizes? I like the sound of that.
Well then, step right up and I'll explain. Every game in the Nuka Cave still takes
Please tell me you sell the tokens.
Of course I do. You can also get and if you...
I don't know. You can do better. How about 2?
Yeah, sure. I suppose it couldn't hurt. May as well start off with you on the right foot. Well, if you need anything... Oh, don't forget to take this with you, boss. That way you can't say I never did you any favors.
In case you were wondering, it sounds like we haven't heard the last of the brothers.
Find him! Like...
I wouldn't want to be in their way. The reports go on to say they made it out in one piece.
Hey.
Whatever they were after. Who knows? Maybe
Need
now
something?
Let's get back to the music, shall we? You consider yourself a mighty, mighty man. But then, you can't all be true.
Well?
Hey.
Yeah, what is it?
Heads up.
What do you want? Building something useful, I hope.
Heads up.
Time to split up the loot?
Look alive.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Oh, it's empty. Abandoned. Now, you could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder if something else happened. We may never know for sure, and you know what? That's okay with me. Next up is Cole Porter with Anything Goes. Maybe not the best way to live your life, but you get the idea.
Holy shit, Paul.
No more raiders. If this is a dream, don't wake me up.
Oh, okay, well, it's a new...
Right. Let's see what you got.
Sure.
Aaron.
Everyone runs out of ammo soon.
Be on the open road. You here visiting Covenant, pal? If not, move along. You know, armed people loitering around. Not good for the nerves.
Is that what this place is called?
Yeah, we're a real up-and-comer. A pit stop on the road for traders and such. We're not that big, but we got the bargains. Got a doc that can patch you up. We even got some lemonade. Well, that's what Deezer calls it anyway. There's a small catch, though. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test.
Interesting idea. Between you and me, what's the test for?
I probably shouldn't say nothing, but listen. We want to make sure only good people come into Covenant. No undesirables. Nobody that ain't actually what they seem, you know?
I'm new to the area. What do you mean about undesirables?
But you don't know about... Jesus, listen. Not everyone in the Commonwealth is human, okay? Some are... synths. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. Just take the test. You pass, and you can come inside where everything's safe, alright?
Do I really have to take the test?
Hey, rules are rules. You ready?
I'll take a pass.
Whatever, pal. Just try to stay safe out there.
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. If anyone in the vicinity can come help, now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
Safety off.
Yes, sir.
Now we're just starting to have fun.
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just...
I'm searching for the target. My friends did not survive the attack. Thank you for assisting. I was certain to meet my end here as well.
Are you okay?
Physically, the damage is minor, but I am registering sadness and anger at the loss of my friends. It may sound strange coming from a robot, but they were my family. Again, I thank you for your efforts. I know they would have thanked you as well.
I'm sorry for your loss.
My name is Ada. This was the third time we've been attacked by robots like these. Even with the weapon and detection upgrades Jackson gave me, I was unable to defend them.
Who's Jackson?
Jackson was the leader of this caravan. He had a great mind for technology. In many ways, he is my creator. He installed all my current upgrades. Unfortunately, they were not enough to protect them from the robots.
You're upgraded?
Yes, modified using a robot workbench based on prototype schematics. The workbench allows for a wide range of robot modifications. Perhaps if I had more Sentry bot-based defenses, I could have...
They must be targeting you for some reason.
Probability is high that I am part of that reason. Besides myself, Jackson also created Turing, Hertz, and Porter. Our built-in modifications would be desired pieces of salvage. We knew we ran the risk of encountering more of these hostile robots if we stayed in the Commonwealth. If only we had made the decision to leave.
You couldn't have known something like this would happen.
The probability of attack was high. I should have forced our departure. In recompense, I will seek justice for my friends and stop these robots from causing further harm. It's time to uncover the...
Who's the Mechanist?
The only information I have comes from the iBot broadcasts. The false claims of peace and justice. The only certainty is that these robots bring only death. You have shown willingness to aid others. I ask that you please assist me in stopping this Mechanist. In return, I can give you the schematics to build your own robot workbench, so you have additional resources in this undertaking.
I'll do it.
I wish I had the proper vocal Now, we last saw a group of the Mechanist robots at the General Atomics factory. You may find information there that will lead us to the Mechanist. I will follow and assist with your permission.
Yeah, let's go, Ada.
General Atomics has valuable salvage. Chances are high the robots are still there.
Excuse me.
Nice to be on the open road. Good neighbor was starting to wear out its well.
Sounds like you had a rough time of it back there.
Rough? That's putting it mildly. Let's put it this way. Can't get much rest when you're sleeping with one eye open. Still, it was the best place for me to set up shop. Diamond City's goons would have run me out of town, and wandering the Commonwealth alone isn't the brightest plan when you're hard up for caps.
In times like these, caps make little sense.
They might make little sense to you, but right now, I need every cap I can get.
Are caps really that important to you?
I don't have much of a choice. I don't usually go around sharing stuff like this, but you've been pretty straight with me, so I'm gonna be straight with you. It's those two those two idiots you saw me talking to at the third rail. Winlock and Barnes. They've been hounding me for months, and it's been driving off clients. No one wants to touch me once they learn I used to run with the Gunners. And I figured if I could get enough caps together, maybe I could buy them out.
I wouldn't trust those guys, even if you paid them off.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Winlock and Barnes have a small army of gunners with them at all times. They might decide to just keep the caps and put a bullet in my head for good measure. If I set up a place to meet them, I'm sure they'd roll in with everyone they've got. Unless, maybe you and I could pay them a little visit and put an end to them before they realize what's going on. Before you get that look on your face, let me just say that I wouldn't even be asking if I didn't trust you.
If you need my help, I'm there.
Wow. I don't know what to say. Truth is, I haven't been able to rely on anyone since I was a kid. Everyone I've met has either tried to rip me off or plant a knife in my back. But you're different. We see eye to eye on almost everything. And I have a funny feeling you actually care about what happens to me. That's why I asked for your help. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna make this easy on you. If you feel like helping me with this, head over to the Mass Pike interchange and we'll take them down. If you don't, I'm not going to hold it against you. Either way, thanks for hearing me out. It's nice to know that you care.
Hi.
There you are. I almost thought you forgot about me.
I just want to trade.
Oh, I see.
Look alive.
How may I be of service? That's a museum-quality piece.
Most folks that run with me don't.
We heading out? Damn
Yes.
fog's got in my
Looking
lungs.
to lighten your load?
Ada,
Yes. How can I assist?
that was all.
No problem. It's always fascinating watching you create.
So, you ready to get this show on the road?
Codsworth.
Shall I accompany you, sir?
Would you like to?
As you wish, sir.
Would you like to?
As you wish, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir?
Hey, Ada.
Did you require my assistance?
Nothing else I needed.
All right.
Thing I can do? You just say.
Attention, people of the common. Do not be alarmed. These robots are your protections, and they will not pass until the Commonwealth
Perish. Take them down.
Together, we will restore justice and bring about the dawn of a new age. Attention. Age of peace. Do not be alarmed.
Picking up something.
Your protectors.
Powering down weapons, sir. Did you hear that? Lost, but not forgotten.
Have come to bring about an age of peace. Do not be alarmed. These robots are your allies, your protectors, and they will not rest until the Commonwealth is saved. Together, we will restore justice and bring about the dawn of a new age. Attention, people of the common. I, the Mechanists, have come to bring about an age of peace. Do not be alarmed. These robots are your allies, your protectors, and they will not rest until the Commonwealth is saved. Restore justice and bring about the dawn of a new age. Attention, people of the common. I, the Mechanist, have come to bring about an age and they will not rest until the Commonwealth is saved. Together,
Quite a few impressive devices around here.
justice and bring about the dawn of
Can you see this, sir? Team ready to perish. Powering down weapons, sir.
Got it.
Down.
Here.
I'd be happy to help if I can.
Attention, people of the common. I, the Mechanism, have come to bring about an age of peace. Do not be alarmed. These robots are your allies, your protectors, and they will not rest until the Commonwealth is saved. Together, we will restore justice and bring about the dawn of a new Do not be alarmed.
Hey.
What can I do for you? Did you retrieve something from that robot?
Yeah, it had this interesting tech.
Intriguing. Let's examine it. Impressive technology. If my analysis is correct, this is a specialized radar beacon. I suspect it's how the Mechanist was keeping track of the robo-brain you destroyed. As the next logical step, I need you to install this beacon within me so we can use it to our advantage.
Sounds like a solid plan.
I'm glad you agree. You'll need to use a robot workbench to ensure proper installation, and my presence will be required. To maintain peak efficiency, I strongly recommend that we remain together until the radar beacon is successfully installed.
I wouldn't want to be. They made it out of maybe now they'll
Hey.
Looking to lighten your load?
Terminal somewhere.
Do you need something, monsieur?
Hey.
How may I be of service?
Hey, Ada.
Are you ready to install the radar beacon?
It's time. Let's do this.
Good. The installation should be simple. Once I'm in the robot workbench, just install the radar beacon and I'll do the rest.
So you got a right of choice? I'm usually a mentat school myself. Makes me feel intellectual.
Heads up.
Yes, a moment. The modification was successful. New hardware has been detected and software is updating. And installation complete. Analyzing Mechanist hardware. The radar beacon is receiving a strong encrypted signal, but I can't determine the source.
Do you think the Mechanist knows we're tampering with the beacon?
I've already added failsafes to ensure my location is secure and prevent any unintended commands the signal may issue. Unfortunately, one of that will help us determine the signal's source.
It's a good start, at least.
Absolutely. With some additional assistance, I should be able to decrypt the signal and locate the Mechanist. Fortunately, I'm detecting another robo-brain in the Commonwealth that's receiving the same signal.
Finally, we have an advantage.
Perhaps, but it isn't quite that simple. The encryption on the source signal is complex, but not beyond solving. If you can bring me 2 additional beacons, they should provide the keys and algorithms that I need to enhance my decryption routines.
Are you sure this'll work?
I've calculated a 96.9% chance of success. Given your capabilities, I believe the odds to be in our favor.
All right, let's do it.
Good. Let's get started. I'm uploading the location of the RoboBrain to your Pip-Boy now. Just be careful. These robots tend to travel in groups, so you're likely to encounter heavy resistance.
Just point us to the nearest watering hole. What I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink.
Nice job with those defenses. I've got nothing else I need right now. I think Preston may want to chat, though.
I just want to trade a few things.
Hey. Hey, let me ask you something.
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Doesn't really matter. I'm here now. I've just got to deal with that.
Good attitude to have. Not the way I felt. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point, and folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
You're not a spy, right? Testing, testing, hello. Institute, can you hear me?
Hell if I know. If I am, the Institute's plan to gather intel on all the runaways of the Commonwealth has been going off without a hitch.
Was it hard settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Hope this rain lets up soon.
All this walking's wearing me out.
May as well take what we can. They won't be needing those items any longer.
I don't ask for much. Just need a full bottle and some bones to break.
Make sure you don't leave anything useful behind.
Nice job with those defenses. I've got nothing else I need right now. I think Preston may want to chat, though.
We heading out? Don't know what's more sore, my back or my feet.
Most folks are just looking for a hand.
Excuse me.
We heading out?
Got everything you need?
Well, I've got my gun, my drink. Time to get moving.
Uh-huh. Hey.
How may I be of service?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Here you go, Ada. One slightly dented but still functional radar beacon.
This will do nicely. And, with any luck, it'll help us trace the Mechanist's signal.
Remind me how this beacon will get us closer to tracing the Mechanist's signal?
Each RoboBrain's radar beacon has unique encryption so that it can't be traced back to the source. However, acquiring 2 additional beacons should provide me with enough data to break the code. So if my theory is correct, this beacon will help us trace the Mechanist's signal.
Don't worry. I'm sure it'll do the trick.
I certainly hope so. I'm going to begin my decryption routine, but it could take a while. In the meantime, I've picked up another RoboBrain beacon signal. It should be the last one you'll need to collect.
So, where exactly is the last RoboBrain located?
Yes, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? If my calculations are correct, the signal is coming from... Oh, this isn't good. Location confirmed. The RoboBrain is at Fort Hagen Satellite Array, which means it's in the hands of the Rust Devils.
Who or what are the Rust Devils?
Allow me to explain. My old caravan encountered them once while crossing the river into the city. The Rust Devils are a group of ruthless raiders who utilize robots for their nefarious practices. They scour the Commonwealth looking for my kind. What they can't capture and reprogram, they strip for spare parts. I realize they pose a greater threat to me than you. I just want you to be well informed. That being said, despite what lies ahead, I can easily continue to decrypt the signal as we proceed. So shall we be on our way?
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole. Wow, that doesn't look half bad. We'd move faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse.
Stay sharp. Don't let your guard down.
Got a chill in my bones that won't come out. Too many nights out sleeping in the fog.
It's always fascinating watching you create.
Hey.
Hope you find what you're looking for.
How much you got left in you?
Got it. Heads up.
I do for you.
You don't look like one of the Rust Devils. What are you doing here?
Hunting down a radar beacon.
A radar beacon? How very interesting. That's a very specific part to be searching for. And you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the Mechanist. If I'm correct, and I usually am, then perhaps we can help each other with our respective predicaments.
I could definitely use the help.
I thought you might say something like that. Now, how can I put this as simple as possible so someone at your processing speed can understand? In order to find the Mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon. You're going to need access to the facility. I'm willing to provide said access, but you'll have to fulfill two simple one, you need to get me as far away as you can from these lunatics. And two, find me a new body. Once both conditions are satisfied, I'll gladly provide you with everything you need. Do we have a deal?
How do I know you'll keep up your end of the bargain?
Even though there's a human brain floating in a biogel inside my head, I'm still bound by my original programming. It pains me to admit it, but one of my directives states that I cannot lie. Ever. So, while I'm not the most charming robot you've ever encountered, the last thing I'm going to do is violate an agreement we've made. Now that we have that out of the way, do we have a deal?
Deal.
A wise decision. Once we're at our destination, I'll happily relinquish my radar beacon.
Hostile detected. I come to warn you of a new scourge who stalks the innocent and destroys my robot allies who only seeks to save
Well, come on. Let's not wait around
for more horrifying monstrosities. Are you trying to get us killed?
What makes you tick. So let's get started.
There's no need for that. I certainly can discuss this rather unfortunate situation before it gets completely out of hand. Now, what exactly did this Ivy tell you to do?
Simple. She wants me to crack open that dome you have for a head and find out how your brain is connected to your circuits.
Perhaps I can be of assistance in that regard. After all, there isn't much else I can do, now that you've removed my head from its chassis. How about we forge some sort of an accord, just between the two of us?
What the hell is an accord? You talking about wires or something?
Right. I need to phrase this so even a dullard like you would understand. Let me put it this way. You need information that's going to make your boss happy. I want to keep my brain in one piece. Maybe we can cut a
listening.
I'll tell you everything I know about my own construction. All the bits that Ivy wants to hear. And I promise you, she won't be disappointed. In return, you keep those tools away from me and put me back onto my body. You get what you want, and I don't get dissected like some kind of a laboratory experiment. Do we have a deal?
Well, that would save me a lot of time. And Ivy doesn't like waiting.
Watch the tripwires. I'd
you
rather
start
keep
talking,
myself intact today,
and I'll stop
thank you.
drilling. After I tell Ivy
Will
everything,
have to suffice.
we'll see how happy she really gets.
Yeah, it's a deal.
What the hell was that?
What the inventor of the bobby pin would think of its new primary use in the Commonwealth.
You really are taking the path of most resistance here, aren't you?
Please step in a mention of that and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear.
Now then, sir. You're going to regret this. Well done, sir.
Why don't you just die? It's called shooting straight, rookie.
I'm in.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds. This is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off. It's only fair.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected. Contact.
That's the last of them.
Had I a body, I would have killed her myself. Oh well. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Good job, human.
Yes. Heads up.
Looking to lighten your load?
Thank goodness we are out of that hole. Don't think your job is done. I refuse to cooperate until you provide a bot.
Look alive.
Yes.
Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course. It makes perfect... I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans...
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you...
That's kind of you to say. Ever since I let my friends... I chose the route we took. Sometimes I would...
You shouldn't think that way. Your personality helps you think creatively.
I always considered my personality to be a burden. But I suppose I've been looking at it incorrectly. I really think I needed to hear that from someone else. Thank you. Now I've distracted you for long enough. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all.
So, you ready to get this show on the road?
Now it's 60-Minute Man by Billy Ward and the Dominoes. Right here.
You certainly know your way around a workbench.
Not sure how much of this fresh air and sunshine I can handle. A bar around here somewhere.
Nice job with those defenses. I've got nothing else I need right now. I think Preston may want to chat, though.
Anything I can do? You just say the word. Nice. Hey, where are we headed?
Keep saying to myself I should settle down someday. Hey, I missed the boat on that one. We heading out?
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
Plenty of folks want to make life hard
Interesting.
for people.
This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
What kind of body were you expecting?
Considering I look like a junk bot that's been hastily welded together by an amateur, I'd say almost anything else would have been better. However, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, given your limited skill set derived from your equally diminished intelligence.
Sorry, Your Highness. The royal tailor has been quite ill, and I'm afraid the task fell to me instead.
If you're attempting to use sarcasm as an intimidation tactic, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's company, which suits me just fine. So, why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. The Mechanist, amazingly adept at programming, a veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help.
I find that very hard to believe.
I can't imagine why. It's actually quite simple. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of it. By my calculations, it's the most efficient.
I don't think you understand the definition of help.
Help. To give or provide what is necessary to accomplish a task or to satisfy a need. I'm doing exactly as I was instructed, assisting a human to the...
Sure.
That means there's a 75%.
Right.
Therefore, it's better to hasten the human. It's actually...
Can we stop with the petty bickering and just get to the part where you tell me how to access the Mechanist's facility?
I promised to answer your questions. And unlike humans, I don't have the capacity to lie. It's rather simple, really. In order to gain entry to the mech, I'll upload the... There. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while. I suspect you'll have quite a...
You ought to be careful. I can fix most things, but people don't fix so easily. At least it's not raining.
I say, where are we headed?
There's no sport in blood.
We must find the men of science and institutes of learning. Surely they are out there too.
So, you ready to get this show on the road?
I wonder what...